Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about fashion. I'm not fashion savvy like my girlfriend. She is very talented in thinking about fashion, but I'm not. However, there's one thing that I learned from her or any other person about what fashion is and what's the greatest fashion is. And whenever I think about fashion, I circle back to this notion of the more stories you have with particular fashion, the better the fashion is. So for example, if I were to buy a new piece of clothes, I have to think why I am buying this. If it's just like, yeah, it looks cool, it looks good on me, that's not a good enough reason for me to buy a particular clothes. However, if I can imagine a story wearing it, for example, if I were to buy a turtleneck or mock neck or high neck sweater or shirt, I think, yeah, I would look great with this clothes because that reminds me of Steve Jobs. And Steve Jobs is one of my idols. So yeah, wearing this can, inspire me to think creatively and think differently. Yeah, that's why I'm buying this clothes. I think about those things in detail before I buy clothes, or at least I try to buy it that way. The ideal shopping experience is about whether I can come up with stories about a particular fashion style or particular fashion item. And without stories, I think fashion is not as great as those with great fashion. And one of the most emotionally moving story that I had about my girlfriend's fashion, she wears clothes from her deceased grandpa and grandma, and she wears it like every once in a while, and she looks great on it. And the more I think about why it looks great on her, yeah, because the color matches her skin tone and eye colors and those, or hair colors and those stuff. But I think she really loved the clothes that she got from her grandparents deceased, really. And that love or the story behind fashion made those clothes very good on her. So it's not ideal, it's not like always possible to come up with the great stories like those with particular fashion, but I think thinking about stories should be one of the most important aspects of purchasing a piece of clothes. And not clothes though, I have this bag right here, you can't see it, yeah, but I can't lift it, so it's there. This is my grandfather's beloved camera bag. I think he used to travel around and photograph nature or people around Japan. He used it and he died when I was 8 maybe. Yeah, I think it's 8. So he died, and this bag kind of was in the closet for 10, 12 years, and I found it and I decided to use it. So whenever I carry this bag around with the camera inside to the client working studio or any other place, I always feel empowered because I am carrying on this tradition of great artist family. So those things are very important to the stories that I'm carrying with every item that I own. And fashion, the great fashion always is about great stories. So whenever you go to the next shopping haul or thrifting activity, I want you to think about as much stories as possible before purchasing it and deciding it. Telling yourself that I'm buying this clothes or pants or anything because I kind of want to live that story. I think that's very important, and with the stories, everything can turn into a great experience. Any boring looking clothes you might think can be turned into fantastic fashion if you have a story with it. So something to think about. Great fashion is great story. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.